Hello, this is Andrew Gaida with SoCal Digital Marketing. Today I'm going to go over how to do keyword research reports, kind of the old-fashioned way a lot of people seem to be using ChatGPT or Google Gemini now to do a keyword research report. And in my opinion, it can give you some okay ideas, but it doesn't do a thorough job at identifying um, what I like to call kind of like the money keywords or like the gold mine keywords that you can identify the manual way by doing a few steps that I'm going to go over in this video where we review competitor rankings through SEMrush. We look at Google's keyword planner suggestions. And then I also like to kind of look at like the title tags and meta descriptions of other websites on Google that are already ranking on the first page to kind of cherry pick what those competitors are targeting. And then I add it to an Excel file. So this is what my keyword research report looks like. Feel free to set yours up some way similar. So I usually put like the client's name here, put their website right up there. And then once I have a keyword list, it depends on the industry, but usually there'll be about 80 potential keywords to target. And then depending on the size of the campaign that we're doing, I'll either highlight like 10, 15, 20, sometimes 25 keywords to target. And how I pick those 10 to 25 keywords is by the search volume. So how many average searches there are in a given month based off of the location range. Also, is the competition going after them? And then what is like the search intent behind the keyword? Like if it's a very long tail, like it's kind of exactly what my clients provide, I usually will target those keywords. So one example of where that keyword will be more beneficial than one that might have a higher search volume is the intent behind the search. So an example would be like, I already have a few keywords here for a law firm that does divorce and spousal support and child custody as a law firm in Orange County. So an example is, let's say if Orange County divorce law firm or divorce attorneys has a lower search volume than like, let's just throw out like best divorce lawyer, because this one might be more specific than like best divorce lawyer, where they're still kind of looking for reviews and maybe they're doing a lot of window shopping. But if the higher search volume is for the best divorce lawyer, I would, rather go with the more specific one, the Orange County divorce law firm, where the intent behind the search just seems to be it would convert better than a different keyword where maybe they're more in like the window shopping phase still, but the search volume, even though it's higher. So you'll see me highlight the keywords that I recommend after we do the keyword research report. Okay, so to start off, I get preliminary keywords to start with. This is usually derived from a client phone call. Once I'm doing a discovery call with clients, I'll ask them like, what are you trying to rank for? Or what specific phrases would someone type in to find your company or your product or service? Usually I'll get about 3 to 6 responses. So that's what I have here. This gives us a good indication of like what the client is looking to do, but it also allows us to kind of get the keyword research report started. So the first thing I do is I plug in the preliminary keywords just into Google. And for the sake of time, like maybe we'll start with 3 instead of all 6. So then I kind of I skip the Google ads, but then I go straight down to who's ranking number 1 in the organic section. So I'm looking at the blue title tags, possibly even like the meta descriptions to try to derive some keywords that they might be optimizing for. So, this might be one like top rated divorce lawyers in Orange, California. That's not necessarily Orange County, but it is a city in the county. The next thing right here, like you can kind of tell Orange County divorce lawyers, like Justia, they're definitely trying to target that. So I'll add that to the list. Top divorce lawyers in Orange County, California. That's probably a keyword that they're targeting. So I'll add that to the list too. Looks like we have that. Irvine family attorney. Irvine's a big city in Orange County. This also happens to be where this example is from as well. So that's one of their keywords. So I'll add it. Orange County divorce attorneys, we pretty much have that. This might be a good one. Orange County's best family law firms. So I'll include that as well. So I'll go through and also take a look at these related searches too. Divorce attorney, Orange County with a free consultation. That might be a nice keyword. Female divorce attorney. Low cost is depending on, I probably won't use that, but I'll include it in the report because you might want to just include it in there, but I doubt I'm going to optimize the website for something like low cost. Okay, so now we're kind of cherry picking some of the best phrases that Google's recommending and that I'm seeing here. So let me go to a different one. It's kind of the same Justia. So this will happen. You kind of get the same websites that are popping up. So when that happens, and just for the sake of time, I will pull up at least like 5 competitor websites. I'll usually skip like a Justia or a FindLaw because these are more directory listings. I like to look for like an actual company. Excuse me, I need a water. The reason I skip those and I like to find like a real company is because you can look at the actual website rather than Justia might be ranking just because of backlinks and because it's like a big, it's a huge website. And this isn't, I don't really know if this is well optimized. This is more of like local listings rather than an actual company. Okay, so then I plug in competitor websites that are ranking for those preliminary keywords into SEMrush. This gives us an idea of how competitive it is. So there's 3,700 backlinks, which is pretty good. I would say most small business websites that aren't doing SEO, they'll probably have anywhere from 20 to 80 backlinks. So 3,000 is quite a lot. Excuse me. Of course, when I turned on my video, I started like choking on nothing. And then I also look at the top organic keywords. So obviously there's 3,100. That's a lot to look at. So I'll kind of just look at like the top ones just real fast to see if there's any keywords that I can kind of pluck. Like a lot of this right here is like kind of blogs that are probably ranking. I don't include those. I want to go for like main keywords like Orange County divorce lawyer. We already have that. So let's go to the next one. Try this one. And just plug in their website into SEMrush, see some keywords. So child support lawyer, that might be a good one. Move my video out of the way. High asset divorce attorney. That's an interesting one. So I'll include that. What's the other one? Child support lawyer. Family law Irvine. I'll add the location modifier to the Orange County. And then I'll just do like one more. Law offices of W. So stuff like this you can ignore. Divorce attorney, Orange County, California. We probably have that. No, I don't see that. So divorce attorney, Orange County, California. That was a good one. I think we got the free consultation, attorney, divorce, Orange County, divorce attorneys, Orange County, divorce lawyer. Pretty much the same, in my opinion. I don't know for certain, but I think Google treats this the same, whether it's Orange County divorce attorneys or divorce attorney Orange County. So I don't really include those. But also let's see their backlinks just to kind of get some idea of the comp. Oh, so 449. So a lot less than the one that's ranking number one, but still a decent number of backlinks. And their website's been around since 2012, so it's got a lot of age to it. Yeah, they're only ranking for like 50 keywords on page one. So it's not too, in my opinion, I'm surprised how it's not as competitive as I would have expected for divorce attorneys in Orange County. So one thing I forgot to do is I like to include these for the competitor research. I do a more thorough competitor research, but this is where I at least pull in the websites. It's the ones that are ranking on page one for these main keywords. So once I have these, I will do a more thorough keyword research report, which I will most likely have a video on how I do that as well. So let's just grab a couple more. And for the sake of the video, to make it speed up, I'm just going to basically do the same process I just showed you on these other websites. I usually stop at like 5 or 6. So I think that's pretty good. So now we can take these keywords. I'll copy that. Then I'll plug it into the Google Keyword Planner. You can sign up for this for free if you don't have an active Google Ads account. All it is you create a Google Ads account and then you basically get access to the Keyword Planner for free. And what this does is it'll show you the search volume, the competition level on Google Ads. It's not necessarily SEO, but on Google Ads, as well as the average cost per click, which will show you how much your competitors are willing to spend for these specific keywords. It can give you an idea of like what the money keywords are when you're trying to select which ones to target and optimize a client's website for. So I just took this list. You hit discover new keywords and then get results. This is Google's suggestions now. So we kind of have like, we're like at the halfway point right here. We have like a decent number of keywords. It looks like, minus 11. So we got like 18 keywords. So this gives Google an idea of like what we're trying to rank for. And then it provides all of these ideas. So usually I'll scroll through these and delete ones that aren't relevant, but there's only 70, so that's fine. Sometimes it gives you like over 100. And then I download this. Here, let me do a CSV file. And you can't see my other screen here, but well, actually, let me pull it over. So this is what it looks like. I delete the currency tab because you don't need it. You definitely want the average monthly searches. I delete these these two columns here, the 3-month change and the year over year. I keep the competition tab, delete the other one. And then here's kind of something interesting is Google gives you 2 average cost per clicks for top of the page, low range and the high range. It's up to you which one you want to keep and show clients. You could just add like a whole extra column here and say, the low CPC, the high, or you can just delete one. In this case, I'll just delete the high range because usually that's like the most it'll be. But I think the low range is usually where you can place bids and get rankings on Google. So from here, I copy this whole report and paste it down here because these are all the ideas. And there's one last thing we got to do. We got to copy the original keywords, go back to your list, go back to click where I just clicked to go to the this page, the kind of keyword planner dashboard. And now you want to get search volume for the main keywords that we added. So hit get started. And since I'll show you guys this too, like this is the search volume and competition average bid in the entire United States. Since we're kind of talking about Orange County here, and like I don't think we would be targeting any other areas, I'm going to do this for just Orange County. And if you wanted to add like the state, you can definitely do that. You just type in whatever state. So it's going to give you the search volume for the whole state. But for this example, we're going to do just Orange County. So now it's going to reflect just that state. I'm going to remove this because I don't know why the CA got stuck in there. And then from here, you're going to do the same thing. Download the CSV. Open it. Pull it over. So here's the new one. And we're going to delete the currency and the segment columns. We're going to keep the average monthly searches. We're going to delete the year over year change and the 3-month. Keep this competition. Delete the index value one. And we'll just continue using the top of page low range. So I'm going to copy that and paste it. And here we go. So when it shows nothing, it means the search volume's too low. And I'll just usually put no data. That way the client knows like, hey, we search for this kind of stuff, but it's not really relevant. Same thing with here with these two. Oh, one last thing. Google Sheets didn't format these to a currency. So normally I do this on Excel. Let's see, maybe it's conditional formatting. Oh, here we go. It's right up here. Maybe Google Sheets is easier than Excel. On Excel, you have to right click and then actually have it open here. You right click, you hit format cell, and then you hit currency and hit OK, and then that'll do the same thing that we just did on Google Sheets. So now we have like our keyword list. I think this is really good. I'll search through this list, and based off of like what I found when we were looking through here, like obviously Orange County divorce lawyer, that's an easy one. Irvine divorce attorney, easy. It just makes sense. It's like this is exactly what the client offers and what they want to generate leads for. If I see any keywords that were also shown like in the SEMrush, like in the top keywords that competitors are going for, I'll highlight those to optimize because you really want to pick the best 10, the best 15, the best 20 or 25 keywords to optimize. And if you kind of see patterns, like if you see the competitors are showing up for it or they're targeting it, if you see Google's using it as like a related keyword search, those are the ones you're going to want to go after. So I'll pick out a couple to show you guys like what I do. Another thing too is you could like look at the average cost per click and see which ones are like outliers and have like a really high bid. So right here, it looks like Irvine Family Attorney is $17.91 instead of like these other keywords that are $8, $5, $8. So, you know, usually if they're willing to bid that high compared to the other ones, there's most likely a good reason for that. Irvine's a smaller city, it's more specific, and because they're typing in family attorney, maybe it's just a little bit more valuable, so people are willing to spend more. So let's go ahead and highlight that. So I like to highlight in yellow. So we know a divorce attorney, Orange County, California. That's a good one. We saw that a lot. I also look at the search volume too. So 4,400. Um, that's going to be a lot of search volume. If you can rank for this on the first page of Google, a certain percentage of these searches will be people clicking on the ad and or not the ad, but the website and the search results page and go to your client's website. So you want to also look at the search volume. 720 Family Law Irvine, that's a good one. Female divorce attorney, no search volume. So that's a good thing to talk about. If there's no search volume, I don't target them. That's kind of like you're optimizing your website for a keyword where the end result, even if you're ranking #1, if there's no search volume, it's not really going to be helpful. This one, high asset divorce attorney, there's only 10. This would have been a good one because it's probably lucrative, but with the search volume at 10, that's kind of too low. Irvine divorce lawyer, that's got 720. Yeah, even though it's very close to Irvine Family Attorney, I'm gonna highlight this because 720 monthly searches is good. Same thing with all these OC divorce lawyers, divorce attorneys, divorce lawyers, 4,400. All three of those are good. Even though this one only has 90 searches, this is a secondary service that this particular client offers on their website. I'm going to highlight that and target this one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go to 15. Well, here's something weird. Why do we, oh, this was the United States. That's why. When I did the preliminary keywords, it's just Orange County, so it's higher on here. I forgot to. So some of these are going to be duplicate, so I'll just delete them. Yeah, Irvine divorce lawyer. Yeah, so some of these need to be deleted. I'll just keep, for the sake of the video going fast, I'll just go through the list and make sure we don't have any duplicates that we select. So best divorce attorney, Orange County, 1,300. That is good to go. I like that one. These are all different, like kind of larger cities throughout Orange County. In my opinion, I like to do the actual city that the client's in and the county or the state, just depending on what industry it's in. For this particular example, I'm gonna stay with like the city that they're in and then just the county. So for right now, I'll ignore these, but We'll leave them in there so that the client can see that these are option if they do choose to optimize the website for other local nearby cities. Let's see, divorce attorney market. I mean, this is pretty much the same keyword as that. I like this one, female divorce attorney, Orange County, California. Remember at the beginning of the video, I said sometimes if there's a very specific keyword, even though it's got low search volume, if it's very specific and like probably going to have a high conversion if you rank for something that specific and you do offer that service. This particular client they have both females and male divorce attorneys. So I'm going to go with it. I think it's a good one to do. I like this one, top divorce attorneys in Orange County. I haven't selected that. The search volume looks good. Kind of like this one too, best divorce lawyer in Orange County. You can kind of see that starting to get, it's kind of like different cities, it's kind of the same stuff. I'm just looking for different types of keywords. I do like these because here's another spousal support. An attorney and lawyer are so similar. If the search volume's the same, I'll usually just pick one. That if we're only gonna have like, let's say 15 keywords, I don't want two to be basically the same thing. So let's see if we have 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we need two more. Wonder if we should have, I kind of see this word mediation popping up a lot. I wonder if we should have that. So let's grab that since it's different. Then we've got one more. Here's that low cost one. I don't like that. I feel like those are kind of like window shoppers or people that, it might not be good for the client to generate leads for people looking for low cost. Kind of like this, divorce attorney OC, divorce lawyers OC. Kind of like this one, 6,600, and that's for, so here, the lawyers and the attorney, it has a big difference, 480 versus 6,600. So let's select that as our last one. And then just to make it easy for the client, I hold control down so that I can select all the highlighted ones. Click Control C, Control V to paste it right there. And here we go. So like the keyword research report is, this should say Orange County because we did the location as Orange County, but really it was only for the first part. I forgot to do that here for the second part. So this is all United States. I'm going to go back and replug all of these in this area because now it's going to be just in Orange County, but you guys kind of saw like what to do. Like that's the important thing. So now what I do is I send off this keyword research report to the client and have a call with them to review why I selected these keywords, basically the same thing that I told you guys. All right, so yeah, thanks for watching the video. That's how you do a keyword research report, and I will talk to you all soon.